Welcome to the first video of my 2024 Appalachian Trail through hike series. My name's Frank Malarsic, and we're just going to be looking at some of the gear I'll be taking, actually all of the gear I'll be taking on the trip. Won't be going super in-depth on it, but just pointing out pretty much everything and briefly maybe talking about it a little bit. So this is what we have. It's not super organized really, but we'll start back here with the big stuff. So this is my backpack. It's the Mariposa 60 from Gossamer Gear. I think it's about 2 pounds, just about 2 pounds empty, which is pretty good. And it's actually a little bit more expensive. I bought it back in January or February, and I think it's like 30 bucks more now on the website. So I got my Crocs down there, clipped onto the backpack, and then I also got a trusty cat hole shovel there, just in case I need it, which I'm sure I will along at some point. This right here is my tent, Big Agnes. It's only about 2 pounds, which I'm pretty happy with. A little sleeping pad, mat, foam, just to keep me a little bit more comfortable. And then this right here is my sleeping bag. It's a Sea to Summit bag. Not super light. I think it's 2.5 pounds or so. I've had it for a number of years and taken it on some other backpacking trips of like a week or two, and it's been pretty good. I think it's supposed to be down to, I don't know if it says on the outside, like 20 or 30 degrees, something like that. So it should be pretty solid for me as I hike the trail. These right here are just kind of like stuff sacks that I'm going to be putting all of my food in and using those for the bear bags as well. I am going to have a lot of food, so I want 2 of those, and then obviously I'll need room for like other smellables, like my cooking stuff and shampoo or soap, sorry, stuff like that. So want a lot of room in those bags just in case. These are kind of my electronics right here. I have a battery pack here. I have a headlamp, and then I have like a wall outlet plug and my charging cords for my watch and phone there. That should be able to charge my phone, I think, something like 4 or 6 times. So that'll be pretty helpful, I think. This is kind of my water stuff here. So I have the Sawyer Squeeze filter in there. I have one of their Sawyer Squeeze like bags that you fill up and then connect to the filter. And then there's this little syringe thing that can be used to unclog the filter, back flush it per se. And they also brought some iodine tablets just in case like the filter stops working and I'm absolutely dying of thirst. And then for my water bottles, I have 2 smart water bottles here. They're pretty lightweight, and I wrap some duct tape around them just in case I need that. These are my stove cartridges. I'm going to start out with these 3 just because I have them already and I figured I'd use them, and then I'll be buying more along the way. This is my cook pot and my stove. Let me pull it out right here. My stove and lighter are in this little pot. So this is my stove. It's super small, and these little things fold out here like that. So all those 3 fold out, and then you can set your pot down there, and it folds up really nicely and is really small. So I got that little stove. This is a pack cover. It didn't come with the backpack, but it's just something separate. This is my spoon. I got a tall pot, so I wanted to get an extra tall spoon just so I didn't have any problems here. As the trusty TP right there. Toothbrush, toothpaste, and soap in this little baggie. This Ziploc is just going to be for my trash. Gotta pack everything out. This is my little sewing kit. Literally just have 2 needles and a bunch of thread wrapped around some cardboard. Super light, just in case. This is my little first aid kit. Had this laying around the house. Took some stuff out of it that I didn't need or think I needed, at least. And then here's my rope right here. This is for my bear bag and just anything else I might need, I guess, but should be using that every night for my bear bag. Got my trekking poles here, sunglasses, knife, nail clippers, and then the rest pretty much is just clothes. So this pile here is kind of what I'll be wearing on a daily basis, just a long sleeve shirt, and I have these pants, and then I have a rain jacket, and then an actual jacket for some more warmth there, and then I just have an extra pair of underwear, extra pair of socks, a t-shirt here, have some leggings basically that I'll be using if it gets cold, or I can sleep in them, something like that. Another long sleeve shirt just for sleeping in if my other shirt gets dirty or I need to wash it or something. And then I have these shorts here for sleeping in or anything else. And then I also have 2 gloves there and my hat for warmth in the mornings or at night or something like that. That is pretty much it. The only other thing, I'll have these baggies with a little bit of money and my credit card and ID, stuff like that, in there. And now I think my pack weight, with all this stuff without any food or water, will be around 17 pounds, maybe 18 actually, with some of the consumable stuff like the stove fuel and toilet paper, stuff like that, will bump me up to around 18. And then I'll have 3 liters of water most of the time, so that's another 6 pounds, around, what is that, 24. And then hopefully I can keep my food at 10 pounds maximum, but I think for some of the heavier days where I'm gonna have 6 days or 6 days worth of food at sometimes, I think I might be a little bit more like 15 pounds of food. So I think on average most of the time I'll probably be between 35 and 40 pounds. Definitely, when I'm lower on food, getting close to a resupply, I'll be probably below 35, closer to 30, which will be awesome. But let's go take a look at the food real quick. So this right here is all my food. I have 17 boxes, and my parents are going to ship them out every few days or up to a week. And there's a little bit more food that's not in the boxes yet that I'm just freezing for now, and then they'll get it out of the freezer and put it in the box when it's time to ship the box. And then this here is just all the food that I'm going to take in my pack the first day. So this is like 6 days worth of food right here. It's a lot of food. It's going to be heavy, but I want to make sure I'm eating enough and not losing significant weight, or not having enough energy for the miles. I was hoping to drive up. I'm starting in Maine in the north. I was hoping to drive up there this weekend with my parents and then start, at the beginning of the week. But the actual trails up to Mount Katahdin aren't open yet due to just snow and springtime being slow, I guess. So I think they're supposed to open up sometime within the next few days, or hopefully a week or less. But for now, I'm just hanging out, and we'll have to wait until those open, and then we'll go up there and I'll start. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see updates along the way of my 2024 Appalachian Trail through hike.